Hello my friends, and welcome back to the ultimate challenge. Okay, so there we go. Let's put all our boys in reserve because we do not need a defensive force for this one. For sure. I have a hero on this guy. I probably don't need this either. Okay, alright. First things first, let's let's strip away the heroes. The mission briefing said that there would be no aircraft whatsoever. So let's take that at face value. We'll bring light anti-aircraft guns for the sheer purpose, for the singular purpose of converting into anti-tank guns as required. Right. Actually, let's shuffle this one out as well. I don't need a steamroller. I need to be building steamrollers. Okay, if the skies are clear, I don't need real artillery. I can use strategic artillery. I.e. flying artillery. Okay, alright. There's another reason why I took off my artillery, and that is, as you guys all know, there is a limit on how much artillery I have. Because I cannot I cannot replace it. So I'm using Spanish Civil War artillery, and I have no ability to replace it. Which is not like the biggest issue. But what we did just buy is the infamous KV. The infamous KVs. Now, most people say that, you know, they don't bother with them because the slot cost is... Well, not because the slot cost is too high, but because basically you get 35 of them. Tanks are always seeing combat on the front line. And they get ruined pretty quickly. But I have a trick up my sleeve. So, here's the trick. We have our 35 KV2s here. We're going to buy one set at maximum overstrength. That should leave 20. We'll move that to reserve. So that should leave exactly 20 of them. Now we can upgrade this to a standard strength KV2 using one of our upgrades, and we can upgrade this one too. Now, one of the great things about KV2s is they are artillery. So, this is not like I'm going into this battle with no artillery. You can actually convert these into artillery mode. And when they're in artillery mode, they still enjoy their this is a word that I use all the time when I spell it, but never say it. Superlative ground defense. Superlative. Superlative. There we go. Ground defense. There we go. Trying to use the big words here. But still have actually pretty solid stats for artillery. So what it means is that if the enemy are super entrenched in a city, your tank can just switch into artillery mode and then crush their entrenchment. Which is pretty glorious. But what we want is the real trick, which is to assign field repairs to this guy. And field repairs to this guy. Double attack and reduced slots for this one. Okay, now you will note that we have no KV2s in reserve. We can overstrength this bad boy. No, we can't. They patched it out. They patched it out. They patched it out. They patched it out. It's been patched out. You can no longer manufacture. Units. So you put them up to 15 overstrength, and then you can manufacture more of them. But that has been patched out. I'm pretty sure. Let me try something. My filthy trick has been patched out of the game. It doesn't even work in reserve. It's been patched out of the game. Sad times. Probably, if it's been patched out on deployment, it's probably been patched out on within the map as well. Well, that sucks. Is there a supply hex? There's one there. Though that's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, if it's been patched out here, it's probably been patched out. Because you can do it in a map as well by... You used to be able to do it by sitting on a supply hex and then pushing your unit down to 10 strength and then back up again. But if it's been patched out in deployment, it's probably been patched out in... on the map itself. Okay, alright. You win, run the court. I'm not doing it. Oh, there's one more way to do it that I know of. There's one more way to do it that I know of. But it won't work with these guys. Nope. It was to upgrade from a unit that was 15 strength already. Wait, it needs to be 15 strength already. Hang on. Okay, so now it's 15 strength. Oh, clever girl. Nope. Nope. every method I know of to pull this trick off does not work. It's been patched out. Sad times. Okay, so that's fine. So we can use our KVs, but we can't make more. Okay, alright. I have air transports. Okay, what do I have in reserve? I think I'm gonna need some Volksgrimjäger. No point in giving them transports because transports don't fly normally. Okay, I am actually. I'm disappointed that my cheese is not going to work. It was a good cheese! I should level up my already cross-classed recon cars or try and bring up some other ones to the maximum level. Okay, seems like a reasonable team. Will these guys automatically be in transports if I... Okay, if I put them there, they turn into ships. There we go. Fly, my pretties, fly! Dive here. Have a dive here. Strat. Strat. Obviously, many of these strat bombers are not great, but not really got much choice in the meta there. This is still considered a prototype. This was considered a prototype at the start of this campaign, and it's still a prototype by the end. It's kind of impressive. Okay, so we have to remember that these tanks are also our artillery. I wonder something. If I switch you to artillery mode, can you now be cross-classed to... no. Haha! Can you be cross-classed to a real artillery? The answer is no. Oh, that would have been funny. Can you imagine cross-classing a cross-classing a tank to artillery, and then you could put steamroller on artillery. Now that would be amazing. Let's go with cheap replacements as well. Pioneers are slow, so I'm gonna put Ole on there. Ole, 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 ole. Are there any rivers here? No. So these guys are going to be like right on the front line, getting my work done for me. And they got 4 initiative. It's pretty solid, and +2 thanks to Ole. This is why these two work well together. Hit and run is like the inferior version of no retaliation, but works well with Ole. Did I put no retaliation on the tank? Where did I put no retaliation? There he is. Okay, so both of my main infantry guys have got no retaliation in effect. That will allow them to purge the unclean. Let's put fast learner and learns from mistakes on one of these full scrim Jaeger. See if I can actually level them up a bit. Ah, what the hell, let's put aim assistance on them as well so that they can farm bonuses from nearby units. Let's mark them with a slightly different colour so I know which ones they are. They're not elite enough to be given the blue stripe, but I do need to mark them so I know which one they are. Sure, why not? All of these guys have, they already destroy entrenchment. Actually, you know, lethal attack would actually be good because I can switch it into artillery mode and actually just smash, Just smash the enemy with it. Whatever. What do I do with envelopment heroes? I'm just putting these on so that if I poke people with my recon cards, they won't run away. Just put the dumpster fire heroes on this. Doesn't make any difference. They're not useful. This one doesn't even work, but whatever. Okay, no surrender. Fast deployment for the anti-aircraft guns. You can also put fast deployment on the infantry, but I've got more important heroes to lay out on them. We'll make this one lethal as well. Okay, that leaves entrenchment killer. Let's get Galland on here. Ignores entrenchment. Yeah, good idea. If there's any particularly fortified enemy, we can use this to not only hit them hard, but also smash their entrenchment while we're at it. We can then just follow up with this one. I'm sure the strat bombers will be very busy. Right. Anti-aircraft gun here. Let's add 2 recon cars. And that leaves us with exactly 5 armored units, which we can just bring in to help on this island. Alright. I think we're good to go. If it does turn out that the enemy have got aircraft, and the mission briefing lied to me, there are a lot of airports around, so we are gonna suffer for a while. But we'll do what we can. I'm so sad that manufacturing units has been patched out of the game. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm the reason why it was patched out of the game. But I'm still sad. Oh man. I think my hero assortment is not great, but anyway. That is it for deployment. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, I haven't really talked about the map. And I guess that's just because to me it just looks so simple that there's not really much to talk about. But before we finish up, the simple strategy is to take this heavy army here, featuring 2 incredibly powerful tanks, infantry with no retaliation, and this is air support, scout support. Just take this ball and just push it up the center, killing everything until we reach the final objective. And there is a small offshoot island here, and then you have an island here. And to me, it's just the same thing again. I will deploy these units here, Quickly assess what's on this small island, which doesn't seem to be much. We have a supply hex here. Which it might actually be interesting to find out if the manufacture tanks exploit works with a supply hex, because there's one up here as well. I doubt it, but we could try it. Anyway, deploy my units here, gain control of this island, and then just take these units and just push up here. Pretty simple. And in the event that there's like a wall of units here, I will take these paratroopers and I will drop them here, blocking the supply, and then I'll just starve this part of the island out. I'll just drop them here, or drop them on the airport, and just hold off the area from supply. And then there's just this little island here. I'm just planning to scout that to see what's there, and then I'll come up with a strategy for that on the fly. But to me, it's pretty simple. I just take this ball and I just go up here, and I take this ball and I just push up here, and then this ball should get this pretty quickly. So then I'll push it onto this island. We have coastal support as well, and obviously I've got my horde of flying artillery. So strat bombers, in my opinion, are better than artillery for offensive missions, as long as there's plenty of airports around, which there is. Plenty of proper airports, but they're everywhere. So it's one of them things. It's like artillery is better at defending because it counters against being attacked, and it's better on bad terrain because it doesn't require an airport, obviously. But when you're attacking a highly infrastructured place like Denmark, and there are major airports everywhere, then strat bombers are better because they're just so cheap. They do the same job as artillery, which is to suppress the enemy for you and to smash their entrenchment. So that is it for deployment. That is it for strategy talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the first turn.